If I'm going to set an early alarm on vacation in order to make an 8:15 train from Milano Centrale for a day trip, there has to be a good reason. There was one. I boarded the 8:15 Frecciarossa to Venice, and 50 minutes later got off at Desenzano, walked down the hill from the station into the town center by Lake Garda, and just made the northbound boat leaving the port at 9:30. Soon thereafter, we arrived at Sirmione, with its Scaligero castle visible behind the port. What was I doing on my trip out on Lake Garda? If you're guessing it has something to do with food, you're right. Several months earlier, I had booked a table for lunch at Lido 84, Lido 84, in Gardone Riviera. And as I correctly expected the lunch to be spectacular, I decided I couldn't arrive at Gardone from Desenzano by bus. No, the only appropriate way to prepare myself for the meal was to take the boat, and the only one I could catch left at 9:30. Being out on the lake on a boat with the sun and the wind is the best way to attain the proper relaxation required to be able to enjoy such a lunch. So I felt my pulse slow down to where it isn't very often, as we made our stops at Moniga, Manerba, and Portese, passing various promontories and peninsulas on our way up the western shore of Lake Garda. The most dramatic views were of Isola del Garda, with its neo-Venetian Gothic palace constructed at the end of the 19th century. The elaborate gardens from the same period are open to the public, but that would have to be saved for another trip. Right afterwards, we entered the Gulf of Salò, with views of the mountains to the north on the Lombard side of the lake. 2 hours of bliss on the lake were almost over as we docked at Salò, the last stop before Gardone Riviera.
Salò.
Once I'd arrived at Gardone, I had about an hour before my lunch appointment at Lido 84, located at Fasano at the northern end of the town, so I set out to walk there. Just up Via Roma is the famous Heller Garden, developed by the Austrian André Heller, one of Italy's most sumptuous botanical gardens, and a reason to visit Gardone in its own right. But I would have had to rush my visit, and being in a hurry while trying to enjoy beauty is not just impossible, it's unforgivable. Another time, another trip. I walked up Corso Zanardelli, past Gardone's many splendid grand hotels, as well as a few still private villas, like the Villa Eugenia. A little over a kilometer later, doubling back beneath the Corso, the driveway down to Lido 84. In the hedge opening, the pathway leading down to the restaurant. Soon I was seated at my table, the best spot on the terrace, with absolutely nothing impeding my own private view of the lake. I ordered the 7-course menu called Oscillations. Every last mouth-watering detail, and with this backdrop, will be in my next video. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.